We have fully embraced a digital life where every logistical hurdle has an instant solution. A tap on a phone handles the grocery list. A quick search finds a consultant for a career shift. We are more efficient than ever. This constant access to resources creates a false sense of security. Because we can optimize our external lives with total autonomy, we begin to believe we are equipped to handle the internal weight of reality entirely on our own. But when a genuine personal struggle hits, those digital tools become useless. Faced with emotional pain or a collapsing relationship, our problem-solving skills often vanish, replaced by a reflexive retreat into isolation. Our external optimization masks a deep internal fragility. We march forward and maintain the appearance of control until disaster strikes, because we haven't learned to admit we are in over our heads. In our homes and workplaces, a strange imbalance exists. Most people are genuinely willing to help someone in need, yet they sit inches away from people who are suffering in silence. This is a failure of supply and demand. The supply of support is infinite, and the demand for help is critical, yet the transaction never occurs. An invisible barrier keeps these complementary forces from connecting. Even with the desire to help, the connection remains stalled. When our relationships fail to sustain us in a crisis, it rarely stems from a lack of love. It is a catastrophic failure in our interpersonal communication system. We call this barrier the cover-up. It is a deeply ingrained instinct to hide our vulnerabilities behind a facade of normalcy, continuing to attend the costume party while wearing our best mask. In systems terms, the cover-up functions as noise. Instead of sending out a clear request for assistance, we broadcast scrambled, confusing data that makes our true condition impossible to read. This noise is the default "everything is great" comment we offer friends and colleagues. By projecting a flawless exterior, we create an opaque shell that keeps potential helpers at a distance. Only one thing can pierce this shell: a direct, unvarnished request for help. By choosing the cover-up, we weaponize our communication against ourselves. We generate enough static to lock out the very support network we need to survive. This communication breakdown corrupts the specific nodes within our closest circles, starting with the dynamic between parents and children. Parents would give anything to help a struggling child, but they are often left powerless. Because the child refuses to transmit an ask, the parent is forced to guess at the problem rather than solve it. In marriages, the struggle often takes the form of signal camouflage. A desperate need for help is disguised as defensiveness, stonewalling, or contempt. This camouflage leaves the spouse confused and exhausted. After years of misinterpreting the data, they may eventually stop trying to help altogether. Among friends, maintaining surface-level pleasantries restricts the connection to a low bandwidth. Without the courage to be vulnerable, the relationship never moves past the superficial. This is the tragedy of the bottleneck. A system full of eager helpers who have the energy to act, but lack the critical data of where and how to apply it. Overriding the instinct to hide is difficult. It requires a conscious choice to lean into the friction of being seen. However, the moment a person transmits a clear ask, the mechanical function of the relationship changes. When the opaque shell shatters, a clear signal provides the relational system with specific direction. This direct link immediately halts the wasted, unproductive energy loved ones spend trying to diagnose the root cause of a specific behavior. Vulnerability provides the specific data necessary to mobilize the latent power already present in a supportive relationship. When we describe the reality of our pain, we move from maintaining a cover-up to having a productive discussion. A clear ask gives a willing helper purpose. It provides them with a concrete, actionable opportunity to do exactly what they naturally want to do: assist someone they care about. This also builds a permission structure within the network. One person's vulnerable ask creates a new precedent for everyone else in the ecosystem. By asking for help today, you demonstrate to others that it is safe to drop their masks when their inevitable time of need arrives. Modern life is complex, and that complexity often tricks us into believing our struggles are too unique or too burdensome to share. We stay quiet, waiting for a disaster to force our hand. Resilience relies on the timing of the ask. By choosing to speak before the system crashes, we build character and turn our closest relationships into functional partnerships.